Hello everyone, today's AR defense video will be shorter than usual because I fell asleep and we have no time left. So this is a return trap, double dancer, double melee cavalry with Keda and legendary Sigurd. So as you can guess, with ground orders on Mirabilis, Horn Speed Seros, Blade Session Sarah. Here is targeting, firstly, Sigurd with, like I said before, ground orders. Mirabilis also has sabotage. And the second target, after a dance from Duo Peony, who has chill attack, is Summer Keda. So Bernadetta here has Lens Breaker. Sometimes I wonder if she wants Lens Breaker or Wings of Mercy. I changed over the week, so I wasn't sure, because Keda already is good against Brave Actor. The defense, as you can see, is not bad at all. Still, the defense has weakness you can take advantage of, especially with the fence. Some people know how to use it, and you will see that later on during this week. You shouldn't discard the fence. It's dangerous in the hands of a good players. So this player here fails to account for the turn 1 engagement trap, or maybe doesn't have any option for turn 1 engagement. So return happens and Sigurd kills someone and everyone gets +1 movement. I'm still surprised here to see that Sarah destroys Springmer despite the damage reduction. It's pretty amazing. And by the way, I am going to speed up the video a little bit because I fell asleep, I was kind of exhausted, so that's why we don't have much time left. And this offense team does look like a hit and run team with a highly invested Summer Mia. Pretty impressive. +10. Disarm trap. I think cavalry, range cavalries probably want trace. You can easily dodge traps if you have a free movement. But probably here the player fails to consider that Sigurd gets 1 extra movement. So that's why. And even this positioning is obviously not saving you if you have, let's say, the fence, because you need to get everyone out of range. And for our next match, we have a wonderful legendary Robin at +10. Recently, I was fighting a lot of these legendary Robin in Arena, and trust me, she is very difficult to kill. In general, I would need 2 units to kill her. The only 1 unit I had which can one-shot her was legendary Julia. She's pretty good right now. For either race, however, this may not be enough eventually. So yeah, that's why. I really love the positioning of Seros here. She gets 1 extra movement from Holy Knight Aura, which means she's protecting my Summer Keda from a snipe, so she takes multiple hits from Naga and Claude. So now my Keda can get multiple kills. Seros is a pretty good frontline tank, I think. So we are going to end it here because you get the idea. And finally, we've got our first brave actor with obviously Flame, double the stun guard, and interestingly, Plumeria with attack def solo and mirror stance as a mage counter. And this brave actor has near save, which is not something you see very often. And here the positioning is kind of weird because after triggering Holy Knight Aura, it's obvious that Samakeda gets one extra movement, so she could hit Brave Actor with effectiveness. And that's not something you want to see. And here, it's a pattern I see very often. Seros failing to double Brave Actor because of not having enough speed. I think double HP speed is good on her. I think she needs a bit more speed to secure her double. And now Maekida kills Brave Actor. But that's because this guy didn't have bonfire ready, I guess. And here you may eventually see something kind of interesting using the fence. This play is only possible if you use the fence, because it actually destroyed my double dance setup. Legendary Claude, probably for hit and run tanking with Fallen Elder Guard, so because everyone is out of range, my defense stays still. And here is the problem. This is something you can only do with a fence. So you might think, okay, you do this, you fail to kill, but what? Here is a problem. You will notice this. Duopioni is not going to dance because she has Wings of Mercy after the attack from Edelgard. So she's about to attack Edelgard and not dance, which is a big problem for me. I could have swapped the placement of Duopioni, moving her to the left. Instead, I don't think it would have mattered because of Wings of Mercy. And I think this player didn't account for the fact Sarah will jump forward for the return. But that's the only kill I got. And that's also why the fence is dangerous, because after engaging turn 2, now turn 3 you have both tower ready. So the combination of both is obnoxious, really. And this failure is kind of disappointing and very, very upsetting. My defense is supposed to be strong against Brave Actor. It doesn't matter he has Destined Guard and Flame, or even plus 10, or even plus defense. I have Bernadetta, I have Seros, I have Samakeda, and I am still losing to this. I think it's a small detail really, but if I had Lance Breaker at this moment, instead of Wings of Mercy on Bernadetta, I would get the kill. So again, Seros not fast enough to make a double, which is unfortunate. And my Summer Keida now is dead to Brave Actor. Attack Death Solo is not active. So yeah, that was a strong special. And Bernadetta also, not only she didn't have Lance Breaker, but Attack Speed Solo wasn't active. If Attack Speed Solo was active, or there was another skill like Attack Speed Catch, she would kill this Brave Actor. But you know that I am using in AR offense Bernadetta as well, so I have 2 copies of Bernadetta, that's why. And this one double Duolin, one with Wings of Mercy and the second with Disarm Trap Fury minus HP. So with 2 initiations you get your Wings of Mercy. And interestingly, this player didn't try to attack turn 2. He did just nothing. Something tells me maybe this is because he discovered he could not kill either Keida or Sigurd, I think. Because with Fury she doesn't have enough attack stats. This is probably the reason. And here we have Sigurd, Duo Eden, Veronica, and Micaiah with Hardy Bearing. I'm not sure what this kind of offense team is meant for, but it didn't really matter here because the positioning wasn't really good for tanking. And 3 offense building is still too much. And so yes, and here is a Brave Ike plus 10. It's a unit you don't see very often right now for obvious reasons, but this player has some interesting plays here, and you will see this is a scenario you can only achieve using the fence. So you are about to destroy my buildings and my defense stays still. So now you move again, destroy, and the placement of Brave Ike here is interesting because it forces my Sarah to commit a suicide attack. But the player fails to account for this dance on Summer Keida. So indeed the player was losing, but it's a good showcase of some strategies you can use with a fence. So the fence should not be regarded as something kind of useless. It's really good if you can use it well. And here for this match I was very lucky to get at least 1 kill due to bad positioning, because honestly Gustav is really disgusting. My Sigurd is red, has a lot of defense, but Gustav has no problem destroying Sigurd completely. And so here Sarah attacks and she's being danced. and that's the only kill I got. Again, I was very lucky. And for the last match, it's kind of a hit and run tanking with loot plus 10, wonderful. Ninja Lean, disarm trap, isolation on Fjorm, and Brave Elderguard as the main tank. But obviously, when you have too many buildings like that, tanking is not exactly easy against this kind of defense. Oh, and by the way, one last thing I would like to say. Tomorrow I will be pulling for both Brave Enrica and Brave Marianne, so probably soon there will be a showcase video on these two units. So that's it for today, thanks for watching.